Alright guys, welcome to another video. It's your Raz here. Just before we dive into this, guys, you know the usual drill. If you're a subscriber, hit your notification bell, make sure you get notified. If you're new to the channel, guys, please consider subscribing, so hit the subscription button and post some comments and share this video, guys, out there. Okay, so let's just dive right into this, guys. The dangers of ego. Okay, I'm going to explain to you the dangers of ego, okay, why you shouldn't have ego and how to control the ego, and what situations you should what situations the ego is good. Okay, so and it could be very destructive, so it's a very important video, guys. Watch till the end and let me know what you think of it. Right, let's do it. Ego, guys. Okay, ego is a very destructive, a very dangerous thing for men out there, okay, for numerous reasons. Okay, the ego doesn't allow you to control your reactions. Ego is a very reactive element to human beings, men and human beings in general, even females. Okay, and the ego can be highly destructive because we don't take a logical approach to things. We are reactive rather than responsive to situations, and the ego can make you do things without an intelligent, responsive reaction, but you end up taking an instinctual reaction, okay, because of your ego. Like, for instance, a lot of the egotistical men, okay, end up in street fights and scraps, right, because they don't have any control of their frame. And remember what I told you guys about controlling your frame. A real alpha male, high value male, doesn't react to threats. He's completely in control of his frame. If some other macho bullying guy says something to him, he's in control of his frame. He's not going to get into a scrap or a fight just because of words. Okay, so that's control your frame. But somebody who doesn't have any control of their ego, okay, i.e. a low value male, okay, or somebody who doesn't understand ego, okay, will just be reactive. They won't analyse the situation and respond accordingly. They calm down the situation or just say, okay mate, no problem, and walk off. And I've done this myself, guys. Over numerous occasions I've gone into so much trouble, and I learned my lessons from from the trouble that I ended up in, guys, in my youth, from being reactive and letting the ego get to me. Like, somebody would say something, I'm just like, what are you saying, blah blah blah. And that's ego, guys. That's ego. That's your ego saying, oh, you can't let this guy say this because he insulted you. He's insulting you as a man. He thinks he's better than you. And that's ego. And if somebody does think they're better than you and they act aggressive to you, so what? Let them do it, guys, because that's affecting you in no way physically or mentally, you know, and it shouldn't affect you in no way physically or mentally. So this is a reactive rather than responsive. So a response to that is, no problem mate, understand, you're correct, just walk away, that's your ability, and I respect that. Okay, ego can affect you in other ways as well. You're egotistical about who you hang about with. You're egotistical about judging other people. So your ego says, you have an ego saying, oh, I'm better than this other person because of your financial situation, because of your status. You may have money, cars, okay, or you may not have the money for cars or the money for certain luxuries, but you go and buy anyway because of your ego. Because your ego is telling you, oh, you know, you need to look good, you need to buy these things to show off, you know, to show your wealth, your value. And you don't need to buy rich things, guys, to show your value. Value is not created by material goods. And anybody that tells you in any of these red pill content or red pill community that tell you, you know, as part it creates value, financial abundance doesn't create value to you as a man. It creates value to you in terms of your security, in terms of your future, in terms of securing yourself for your future and your finances and be able to be self-sustaining. But it doesn't make you high value in that sense. Okay, so people may buy these things out of ego because they want to show off, and this is egotistical, because therefore what happens, they end up years and years and years paying off credit, driving cars that they can't afford because of their ego. Okay, they may damage relationships because of ego. So your ego can cause you to damage long-term relationships. Okay, because of your ego, you don't want to accept your faults or your wrongdoings. And I'm not saying guys, females are always in the wrong here, right? Guys have egos as well, and they refuse to accept that relationship was the result of their wrongdoings, i.e. they were not holding their frame in that relationship, they were not acting the man in that relationship, they were being beta as hell, and that woman takes them for a ride and she leaves. So you can't blame a female for that. That's your fault. Okay, that's your fault, and your ego leads you to believe it's her fault, but it's not, it's your fault because you didn't hold your frame. Okay, so ego is a very dangerous thing, guys. All right, it's, you lose control of your logical decisions with ego. You lose control of your reactions. Ego causes you also, another major part of this is to make bad decisions, guys. Okay, because of your ego, you make bad decisions in life. Because of your ego, you may eliminate good relationships. Because of your ego, you may eliminate good business contacts. Because of your ego, you may eliminate good relationships within your family, with the relationships of your partners. And having mastery over your ego is a key thing. As I say, guys, as a high value male, you know, if you want to develop yourself as a male and be the best you can, you have to have mastery over yourself. And one of the biggest things to master over yourself is your ego, guys. And it's very difficult, and I understand it's very difficult because, guys, my ego sometimes led me to get into a lot of scraps in my youth. My ego led me to be very, very reactive, and I've learned over the years from the mistakes I've made and from the trouble I've got into because of my ego. And ego leads to temper, guys. It's just not worth it. You have to have mastery over that ego. Okay, so it's very destructive to have a bad ego, guys. Now I want to go into what a good ego is, guys, and how you can use that to your advantage to develop yourself and bring yourself on. Now, having a healthy ego is a different thing, guys. Okay, what do I mean by healthy ego? By healthy ego, I mean in terms of when we can relate it to, for example, competition sport. Okay, when you when I was younger, I used to play a lot of badminton, and I had a healthy ego, guys, about being unbeatable. And it wasn't an arrogant sense. It was like an ego of I'm the best player. You know, I'm the best player at what I do. You know, I can't be beat. You know, I can beat anybody. I feel I can beat anybody. But it wasn't arrogant. It was just a healthy ego about my abilities. Okay, and that, what did that lead me to? That led me to excel in that game, guys. I was beating players in the Scotland squad, right, and I wasn't even in the Scotland squad. Okay. Healthy egos in terms of where you see yourself in life. You see yourself better, not better than another human being, but better. You know, doing better. You know, you have the healthy ego of, you know, I want to do better in life. You know, I don't want to be like the person that doesn't want to take their life and excel in it. Always have ego, or no, I'm better than that. I'm a better human being. I'm a human being that. I'm a human being that has more abilities to do better in my life, do better in my finances, do better with my success. Okay, and this is having a healthy ego. This is not also your confidence. Okay, having the ego of healthy confidence, having that ego, no, I'm confident. Okay, as opposed to not having an ego over confidence. And confidence is a big thing, guys. So having a healthy ego over confidence leads you to be confident in your interactions with people, business people, interactions in life. It leads to good attractions, guys. Okay, people pick up confident people, and they're attracted to confident people. And this is all about a healthy ego, guys. Okay, so healthy ego is a good thing. All right, it's not a bad thing. Okay, believing in your abilities, having a healthy ego in a good sense, obviously using it selectively, having a healthy ego and using it in a selective manner, okay? So there are good points to have an ego, but you've got to understand and know the divide of good ego and bad ego. Alright, so I hope this video has helped you guys. Just a quick one today, okay? As I'm doing more of these videos from car guys, please like, share and subscribe this video. Please support the channel. If you're watching this video, please consider subscribing. A lot of you are still watching videos and not subscribing, guys, and it will help my channel. Give a brother some support, okay? I'm trying to give you men some good information of value that won't lead you down a path that I've taken many a time, okay? So with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching again. Until the next one, Shiraz out, and watch your ego, guys, okay? Monitor it and use it in the right way.